friends, good to see you again. So let's focus on the opposition between Mars and Uranus in a composite chart and what this can bring. So we have two different types of impulses that are at odds with each other when we have an opposition between these two. Mars is our initiatory energy, and Uranus is really that impulse to be independent, that drive to fulfill some autonomy in our life. So both of these are really more self-oriented planets when they are together in a composite chart. So we have like different priorities when it comes to aspirations. And the more time we spend together, the more the people tend to realize how different those aspirations are, how they're going to go about following that impulse to individuate, to become more independent. So they have this effect of causing more independence when it comes to the pursuing of life goals. The effect that they have on each other is more to sort of encourage a growth in a different direction. So there's like a divergent urge to grow when we have the opposition. There isn't a lot of cooperation or even agreement about how we should grow together or which direction we're going to achieve a sense of life meaning there. And the timing when it comes to acting on dreams, what seems urgent to them, what they're going to jump up and initiate in their own life, that's very, very different. And that can lead to issues because it's like we have a mismatch of impulses there, and that can be annoying in the moment for two people. So it's difficult to act together, and we tend to encourage each other, especially over time, to act separately. So this can work in a relationship where we're not combining life aspirations. So if we have more like a friends with benefits type of arrangement, that's very, very common for this particular opposition, or some kind of arrangement there where we have an agreement about what the sexual side of the relationship is going to be, but there's also this agreement about our independence and our right to exist separately. So that can often take the friction out of things if we divide the relationship that way. But in a relationship where we have combined lives or lifestyles, this is one that can be very divisive over the course of time. In the beginning, it's actually quite attractive. That difference in independent drives or impulses, that's actually like really, really attractive, and it seems it's really worth exploring. It can even seem complementary, and in some ways it can be, even in the long run, it can be a complementary force. If we really focus on that, then it can make it a bit easier to deal with. Most couples have a really hard time dealing with this opposition, though, because of how it does really result in divergent life paths. And most of us are looking for a relationship where we're more linked on more of a mutual life path. So it shows up in certain types of relationships. You can also see this in the charts of affairs that don't translate very well to practical reality. But it does require a great deal of compromise if we are going to work with this in a long-term relationship. We're going to really have to understand that we are built differently when it comes to pursuing independence and autonomy, and we're going to have to make allowances for that. And Mars and Uranus together, when you combine them, it's not a very patient force. It's very much about getting things more in the moment. So we're going to have to practice a lot of patience and a lot of maturity if we're going to allow each other to have these divergent ways and have it be something that isn't going to annoy the heck out of us. So hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com and other social media at Truth and Aspect Astrology. And I do have a subscriber option on my website if you're interested in more and regular content. We have different teaching videos, different question and answer videos. We do live chat sessions over there, so join me there if you're interested in more. And I'll be back super soon with more super cool videos.